Good morning. All right, man. Beautiful day in Louisiana. Blue skies. Kind of cool right now. Now I know it's gonna get hot. That's how it is here. But we're having a cool morning. I guess the front finally moved through. Here's my peach tree, you guys. It's looking kind of bad as far as the branches have fallen over. That had so much fruit on them. I couldn't even hold them up. Branches were really too big. I should have pruned my tree last year and I didn't, but I'm going to be pruning this year. I've already picked over 100 peaches off this tree. There's still plenty more left, so probably almost another 100 left on the tree. That's really good. 2 years ago I had 1 peach. Last year I had 68 peaches. This year I'm pretty much going to double that easy. And I'm using fence boards to hold up branches right now. Some of them I could probably pick today. Some of them are still kind of small and still yellow. And but what I want to get to doing on here, I want to start. I want to trim my tree, but I want to air layer some more. I wanted to air layer every branch, but I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. I know that what's coming out here where we walk, I'm gonna cut this off. I'm not gonna even worry about air layering this. I'm gonna air layer what's back, in the area there in between the driveway and the fence. I'll air layer those, but I'm gonna have to cut this is hard to pass through here. I need this area here to put plants, and because I got people coming by, buying trees and plants all the time, so I need to have that space open and available. Look at a little update on the baby quail. Look at them. They're going on 3 weeks now. They're growing nice. They're doing pretty good. This one's a little curious here. Whoa, they'll come jumping out of here so fast. Especially on the camera, and I can't reach out and grab them. Here's my breeders here. They're doing really well. I've been feeding them some peaches, and you can see the pits in there. Yeah, so they've been eating the peaches. I didn't know they would. Took them a while. They were afraid of it at first. Now I got some things here growing. Now these are some annuals, but they're they're kind of like huckleberries. And they call them huckleberries, and they call these blackberries back here, which these are flowering already, and they'll grow to about 2 to 3 feet tall, and maybe 2 feet wide. Little bush, and to just grow for this season and put berries out, and that's it. So I thought they were something that I was going to be able to grow for, and make little bushes out of them that will come back year after year like other blackberries and blueberries, huckleberries, but they're not, so they're just annual. So I'm just giving it a shot. It'd be something, maybe I got some added in my gardens, and it might be something nice to just pick up every year and stick some in the garden and have some berries that to add to your other berries that are growing, So so man, everything's blooming. Let me show you a little bit on what's going on back here. First of all, we harvested all our potatoes. I just got a little small bed here. It was I think it's 5 by 7. We've done harvested. You can see the videos. I did it with the grandkids, and they had a fun time. Over here is my asparagus bed, and I got some asparagus that just letting them grow out. They still gotta grow bigger, so I'm just letting them grow out, and I filled in with some more compost and mud. So so it takes a couple of years to get your asparagus really going. Right here is zucchini I got growing. They're not big enough to pick yet. They're getting there. I'm seeing them down there. You can see some. See, and they're all through here. Same thing with these are the yellow squash. I got plenty. We also you'll see on one of the videos with the grandkids, or with the one grandkid I had over, we went ahead and took everything out the Karabi garden back here. So this is the area here I got to start working on, because if you remember, I was going to take this and put it that way, but I'm not even going to do that. I'm moving both of them now. I'm going to put them in the back where I was going to put the pig pen, and I'm going to set that up. And I'm also going to just make like a big pen, but I'm going to have my compost piles in it, and I'm also going to just kind of make another coop. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I mean, I'm having thoughts on doing some more chickens and getting a rooster and figuring out how to keep it kind of quiet, because I don't know if you know this, you guys, but chicken prices for chickens are going up even more, and they went up last year when the pandemic hit, and then there was a shortage on it, and then we're looking at another shortage of chicken. It's going to be worse than last year now, and it's going to be harder to get chickens, and I mean your restaurants are going to be struggling with the prices of buying chicken, and it's just, I guess it's out of the pork and the beef, the chicken's probably the cheaper to buy, and so many people are buying it. And also what it is, because of all the free money the government's giving out, people don't want to go to work, so people have a hard time having people working for them, and so that's one of the reasons they don't have enough people to work for them to increase their production of chickens. So I just read that article yesterday, matter of fact, and so anyway, so I just kind of want to be somewhat prepared for that kind of stuff, you know. My only downfall in all of this is that my backyard is concrete, and so that limits me to free ranging my chickens and growing grass for them. Now if you live in the city, because I focus, my focus is for people in the city doing something in your backyard, how you can survive with a city-sized backyard. And man, if you got all grass in your yard, man, I could help you out, and I could show you how you can have your chickens, how you can not have to spend as much for feed, because you could free range your chickens in your yard. And that's another thing that comes up with these elevated beds versus a raised bed. See, an elevated bed, you can have grass growing all around it, underneath it, because it will grow underneath it, because the nutrients from the soil will be dripping on the ground, and it's gonna you're gonna have good, even though it's shaded underneath directly, you're still gonna have a lot of grass growth. So what I recommend in a city backyard is elevated beds, so that you're not taking up all your grass, and then you could still free range your chickens. The only thing you got to do is you got to, you know, put wire up around your elevated beds to keep your chickens from getting in and eating your crops, because I've had that happen before. And so so I really want to clear that area out, because that's the only area I have in my backyard for growing grass, and that's what I want to do. I want to seed this up and take care of it and grow grass that I could feed to my chickens, because, you know, everything's going up, and you know, one of the things that's going to be going up too is feeding your animals, and so we need to provide a way to do that. I have some comfrey growing here. I bought a plant from a guy. I just separated it last night and got 4 out of it, and so I'm gonna be planting this too, and because comfrey is another good, very high nutrition food, full of minerals and nutrients, and all for your animals to eat on. So I'm just kind of going in that direction right now, you guys, kind of wanting to free up my yard right there, and to grow food and for my animals. I mean, I don't have much space at all. I got to watch an increase in how many animals I get, because I won't really have enough food area to grow food for my animals. But I do have my daughter, my middle daughter, and my son-in-law, and they got a nice little chunk of land, and we're going to be working on his property starting next week, and I'll video some of that. And we're gonna have a big old we got a big old area that we can work in. It's like, I think if we measured out a 50 by 30, and we can even make it bigger than that. And so we're gonna use some of that too, because he's got chickens, and we're gonna use some of that too to grow some things for feeding the animals. And he's got other more property than that over there that we can utilize. I was over there looking at what we can do. Like, I got this comfrey. I like to get comfrey growing over there, and then we you want to do corn and wheat, or soybeans or whatever. All that kind of stuff was good for the animals. But also want to grow things that going to grow all year long and keep on increasing and multiplying, like the comfrey. Comfrey will grow and start, and I think it's pretty invasive. I believe, from what I've read up on it, it'll grow a lot, and begin to multiply, and it puts out other shoots just off the roots, and it multiplies, and that's what we need, stuff like that. Because he's got some chickens, then I got my chickens here, but we want to get some more chickens with a rooster. Now, not a whole lot. We ain't gonna need a whole lot of chickens, I don't think, but just to reproduce some more chickens for food for us, okay? And then if it gets big enough, if we get enough where we could sell chicks, we will. But I don't think it's going to get that big of an operation. We don't want to be that big. We just want to, grow some chickens to provide some food for us. If this thing goes on and gets a shortage in chicken, then people are going to be buying more pork, and then you're going to be getting a shortage in pork, and then they're going to be going to beef, and beef is high enough already. Just everything's high. Everything's going up. So we got some rough times coming ahead, you guys. Just starting to prepare for it. I want to encourage you to start preparing for it. Even if you grow a little bit of food in your yard, grow something. Grow something that will help provide some food for you and your family. It almost seems like to me that times are kind of going back to that. That people are going to have to do that. There might be some stuff going on, because the government's not going to want everybody doing that. They're going to want them buying what they're going to have, and they're going to try to provide and control what they can for us to have to eat. And it's just not looking good, guys. It's really not. Look how beautiful all these strawberries plants. I just let this reproduce this year. Look at all that. Now, if you remember, I had a few plants over here that started off, and now look at this. I mean, I didn't even add any, you guys. I didn't add any. Oh yeah, I did add a few. I did buy. I bought, I don't know, a few. It wasn't that many. I did add a few, but all of that's multiplying. All right, so I'm gonna get to work today. Start figuring out what I'm gonna do. I got several things that I want to work on. Because I got to knock this stuff out so I can start working on my house again. I got to get my house done, and in case things happen and we're going to be moving, we plan on moving, but we also know that it's a possibility that we won't. And if that happens, then I'm going to be working back here, you guys. You're going to see me renovating this shop back here. And I'm going to be opening up this front area. It'll be an open area because it'll be an open cleaning station. And then it's going to have a wall in there. And it's going to be a microgreen farm that I'm going to do indoors here. So all that's in the making. Okay, I'm just waiting to see really what we're going to do. Because right now, we're starting to look at some properties and all. But man, right now, prices have really shot up in our area. And yeah, I could move off further out and get cheaper land, but I don't want to go too far out. We have family here, and we would love all the family if they would all we can all get on the same page. We could all move out, put our resources together, get a big chunk of land, big enough where we all separated enough. We're not on each other's, right up each other's butt every day. Excuse the language, but but we would have a nice chunk of land, but we could have like a community type of garden that we all are taking care of together to grow and raise food for our families. So yeah, so I'm kind of hoping that we were hoping something like that would happen. It still can, but it seems like the hardest thing to do is to get family together to do that, and to get everybody on the same page. I believe everybody will get on the same page when things get really bad, but then you're looking at okay, it could be too late, and if it ain't too late, it could be harder to do. It's always harder, you guys, to build a house in the middle of a storm. And so I want to encourage you guys to be preparing while it's still day, let's say, before the night comes. While it's day, do things prepared. Get prepared. I still got plenty of things I want to do to get prepared. But I'm limited. Man, my blackberries are doing good. I need to get out here and probably start picking them. I know I need to tie some of them up. They falling on the ground, and I got eggplants back here finally starting to grow. Plants. They took a long time to get started, but now they're starting to grow. And now the blackberries are growing over them, and I gotta get in there and tie that up. And look at the new canes. Look how tall they are. That's new canes. That's for next year's growth. And there's plenty of smaller ones all up in there. New canes all through there. Tomatoes right here doing great. I got some cucumbers on the end here that I don't know what I'm gonna do with them if they start growing. I thought they were a different type of cucumber. I got stuff in here, but they're getting shaded out from everything. I don't know. Okay. You would think, well, man, you got that grass area over there. You got that, because I get these starts. Well, man, I got that garden bed right there. Why don't I just use it for right now? And I could pump it up with some nutrients right now and plant stuff in it. I can do that. I can probably do that. But wasn't in my plan to do it, but it could be something to do temporary right now while I'm doing other things, because really getting back here to do what I want to do back here, man, it's gonna be hard to get back here. So I think first, if I work on my peach tree, I get that cut where I can take some of these trees from back here and set them out here. That'll give me space to get through here, because I got all my wood back here. I got to clean up the land that's back here. I got to walk through here with wood and the tin, the top, the metal. Got metal for the sides and for the roof, so you get up against the house. So man, I really need to get the trees out from back here and up here. So in order to do that, I need some more room. And so there's two things taking up space. The peach tree, which really there's not going to be a whole lot more room to get a lot of those trees out, but the golf cart that I have here is taking up a lot of space, and I'm trying to make, I'm thinking about maybe parking it outside here. That might be something I'm going to do. So I'm going to be getting in here too, cleaning this up, pulling that out, and putting me some more blueberries in here. Just make this whole thing for blueberries. That way I can control that soil that's in this area here. And I need to find some more bricks to put around my stuff so I can get in here and weed eat and clear this stuff out. But it's kind of getting a little overgrown looking in here, and that's good. It was supposed to be like that. It's supposed to. I'm wanting this to be more of like a food forest look, kind of a forest. But I also got to get in the back and cut a bunch of banana trees down so that the big ones that are growing will give me some bananas this year. And if I don't cut those other ones down, I'm not going to get bananas. I know it. My elderberry is growing huge. It's probably going to give me some berries in June next month. Usually I think it's in June that the elderberries come out. And this is really growing good. Really growing good. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to move my golf cart and start parking it out here. So I'm going to have to get a chain for it. I could chain it underneath the fence to that post. I got a post right here, and I could chain it and put a chain around it so nobody steals it, because that's all. And then that would give me all this space right here, and I really need all this space. Okay, I really need all the space. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to work on first. I think I'm going to work on rearranging some things out in the front here so that I can park the golf cart right here. Yeah, I'll park the golf cart here. Might have to do something different with my trailers too. I don't know. I could back this other trailer over there where that car is. See, when you don't have all the land, this is what happens. Things, you know, you have trailers. Some of y'all don't have trailers, and I mean, the trailers are nice to have. You know, I don't have a pickup truck. I have a van. Pickup truck might be the way to go eventually and get rid of one of the trailers. But I need the closing trailer. I'll pick up trees with it, and I can also use it as storage. I have wood in there for my kitchen that's stashed in there. So it works as a twofold thing for me. Now I can't keep piling trash, storing all kind of stuff in there. I got to keep it light, minimum, so that when I go get trees, I got room to put trees in there. Yeah, the banana trees are coming up. They're looking good. That's the Cavendish banana trees, and they're coming up good. Then I got some sugar cane popping up, man. I cut all that down. I didn't think I was going to get any more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 of them coming up. Fig tree right here doing well. This is the pomegranate tree. There's no blooms on it, no blossoms yet. I don't know why. I got other trees I got for sale. I got blossoms all over it, getting fruit all over it, and mine don't. That mulberry spreading out, growing. Already had mulberries on it. There's muscadines doing well here. Muscadines. This is the other kiwi I got. I'm not sure if that's alive. It don't look like it is. this kiwi probably didn't make it. It didn't make it. So I got one planted in the back, and then I had just purchased 2 more kiwis of a different variety of kiwi. All right, first things first, guys. I got to get the golf cart pulled out here. Yeah, that's exactly what I need to do. Get the golf cart pulled out here. Now I could pull that trailer up forward. That would give me more room here for the golf cart. And I could park my van right up here, right here in this area. Let's see. Let me get this right up in here, because I do it all the time, and it gives customers a place to pull in here. I want to be able to have a spot for my customers to pull up. I don't get a whole bunch of customers at one time. I have gotten 2 and 3, and they just park on the street, you know. But I mean, I like to have, if one at a time comes, when they call me, I usually kind of have it set up where I have one at a time come. But I've had them drop in, you know, because on my ads I have them just let me know when you're coming, and then I correspond with them, and it's kind of I know when they come and set up a date and all that kind of stuff. So I'd like to have that one, at least this one spot for them to be able to pull in. Okay, so what I'm gonna work on, I'm gonna move that trailer up, and I can get that golf cart pulled out and start parking it outside. That opens up a lot of room right there, probably 12 to 15 feet. And then I'm going to work on this part of the tree, of my peach tree, harvesting a lot of these. Look at all that. Look at them all. Ain't that beautiful? They're all up in the tree. Look, all right here. I still got probably over 100 peaches left, and I got 100 peaches that went inside. But there was many of them that I've been feeding to the animals. I've been feeding to my chickens. They love them, and because you could see something was eating on them and all that. So so I feed them to the chickens, you know. So all right, guys, let me get started. I got a lot to do today. Right now my brain's kind of scattered. Once I think I move all that, that'll kind of start giving me something direct to do, and I'll get something that definitely moved, which will probably open up my brain a little more to because of how cluttered all this is. It's what's going on in my brain right now. So once I unclutter this out here, it might unclutter some of my thinking, and I could see about getting started in the back. So that's what I'm gonna work on right now, guys. So I'll keep you updated as the day goes. Okay.